A story from God's Word. One day God sent Nathan his prophet to speak his words to King David. When Nathan approached King David, he told him the story of two men that lived in the city. One was very wealthy and had lots of sheep and lots of cattle. The other was very poor and had only one small ewe lamb that he had raised as his own child. The lamb ate from his table and drank from his cup, and he even slept in his arms. The man cherished him like his own daughter. One day a traveler came to the rich man's house, and the rich man refused to use any of his cattle or any of his sheep to prepare a meal, but instead he took the poor man's sheep for his own. And when King David heard this, he was angry, and he said, "That man shall die, and he shall have to repay 4 times over for that lamb because he had no pity." And Nathan looked at David, and he said, You are the man. Listen to what God says. I anointed you king over Israel. I delivered you from Saul. I gave you your master's house and his wives. I gave you all of Judah and all of Israel. And that wasn't enough. I would have given you more. Why did you despise the Lord by doing this? You struck down Uriah with the sword. You took his wife. You killed him with the sword of the Ammonites. And because of this, the sword will never depart from your house. Listen, out of your household there will be great trouble. Before your eyes, I will take your wives and I will give them to one who is close to you. He will take them in broad daylight. You did this in secret, but he will do it in front of all of Israel. And David looked at Nathan and he said, I have sinned against the Lord. Nathan replied, The Lord has taken away your sin, and you will not die. But because of your contempt for the Lord, your son will die. A story from